Hi guys, here's my new Maytag washer, model MVWP575GW. Hopefully I got that right. It's got a load in it already, so I'm going to go ahead and do a deep water delicates wash with some of my shirts. So here we go. Go ahead and get this started. So it's working great now. I had a few issues getting this set up. Was not the washer's fault, but I had gone to Home Depot and bought some metal hoses, braided hoses, and you know, the deep water function just wouldn't work. Under normal it would work, but I wouldn't get any hot water. And so what I found out was the braided hoses here in California had flow restrictors in them. And so I went ahead and removed those, and screwed everything back in. And when I went to turn on the washer would not start, wouldn't work. And so I thought, well, maybe something got caught. So I took the hoses back off, and then realized that the metal braided hoses from Home Depot had a burst-proof feature that went ahead and cut off the water flow when it sensed more than, I think, 4 gallons a minute going through the pipe, or going through the hose. So once I went ahead and used the supplied rubber hoses that came with the Maytag, I didn't have any further issues, and the washer is working perfectly. So if you have any kind of similar issues, definitely take a look at the hoses first and make sure that you don't have the same problem that I did. So I'm going to let this go ahead and fill. And then once it's full, I will go ahead and show you the action. Alright, we're back. So we're full. As you can see, the water is basically all the way to the top. And these shirts are, I would say, haven't been washed in a while, so I thought I'd go ahead and give them a good cleaning. So that's why I'm using this setting. So, for those of you that don't know, this washer has a 5-year parts and labor warranty, and it's basically, I think with the exception of the fancy enamel finish on the commercial dryers, basically the same dryer as the Maytag Mat20 series. So, pretty solid, and I hope that I don't have any problems with it for a long, long time. So I'll let this go ahead and do its thing. Not much to see here because everything's under soapy water. But as you can see, it moves the water pretty well, and the clothes are definitely moving around. Alright, we're draining now and about to do our final spin. Switched over to my other camera. It's kind of look a little different. But once it gets spinning, I'll go ahead and show you how quickly it goes. This washer isn't balanced perfectly at this point, so it is going to shake a little, but I'll get it leveled out, and I can get some help out here to lift it up and screw the feet in properly and do all that. Finishing, I'll go ahead and show you that. So this is actually a metal console cover, I guess that's what it's called. And so it's pretty solid, and I can twist the switch washes, but you know, about as solid as any switches I've ever seen on a washer. Just a little advertisement on top, just for the video. Let's take it off. There we go. So it'll do its thing for a second here. It's about drained. This washer spins, I think, at about 740 RPM. So as you can see, it gets going pretty good. There's a little bit of instability, but considering the fact that, you know, I just pulled it out of the box and set it up, the outside of the machine is not shaking much at all, and it's actually up on wheels, so that's probably contributing to it as well. But yeah, this thing is really getting going here. I definitely understand why the lid is supposed to be locked at this point. Yeah, there you go. Imagine having the lid up as maybe contributing to it shaking, but it's nothing is severe enough to really be concerned about. Bottom cover, top cover, the bottom of the top cover. So I think it lives up to what it says on the bottom of the lid, and so far so good.